In Topuria's first fight, he was the underdog on the betting lines against the Moroccan devil Yusuf Zalal, who entered the fight with a 3-fight winning streak. Topuria had a hard time dealing with his opponent's footwork and movement.
And we've already got some fierce competition for performance bonuses as well tonight. There's that right hand again.
He decided to stop playing games on the feet and initiated an excellent body lock takedown.
Justin Patel. Lovely suplex there.
Wow. Hunting for the finish, he immediately looks for the submission. No matter how hard he squeezed, his opponent proved too resilient to give Topuria the desired finish. Unable to secure the finish on the ground, Topuria resorted to swinging heavy hooks at Zalal in an attempt to achieve his goal. Another heavy combination lands on Zalal, but he refuses to be put out.
I'm up for it.
Lovely 1-2.
Topuria did everything he could to find the finish in his debut fight, dominating his opponent in the process. By the third round, it was evident that he was exhausted from pursuing the finish in the 2 previous rounds. Zalal finds success now that Topuria is fatigued, landing some combinations of his own.
To work here, you see Topuria showing big signs of fatigue.
While Topuria was disappointed he couldn't secure the finish in his debut, he ultimately won the fight via unanimous decision and remains undefeated. Moving forward to his next fight in the UFC, Topuria would face a dangerous submission artist, Damon Jackson. Topuria makes his intentions clear that he will come right at Damon with heavy hooks, where he especially finds openings to the body.
Start striking from Topuria early, right to the body.
So you'll see him. It's really going to work for him being the shorter fighter here. He can really rip into the body and then come upstairs with those big hooks. And ultimately,
he is unfazed by the striking of Damon. Displaying great timing and accuracy, Topuria lands a clean uppercut. Topuria finds his range and lands more heavy blows. Jackson withstands it for now.
It's good to see. He knows he wants to be able to come over here and be
a perfectly placed hook to the body from Topuria stuns Jackson, and he can finish him off, getting his first finish in the UFC in spectacular fashion. El Matador gets the finish 2 minutes and 38 seconds into round 1 and displays his exceptional precision. Once again, Topuria would be fighting a submission artist in Ryan Hall. And again, Topuria comes in as a noticeable favorite. Hall looks a bit nervous standing in front of Topuria. Hall was nervous for good reason. Topuria hurts Hall with a clean right hand and drops Hall to the ground.
Topuria can grapple.
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him there.
Ryan Hall, maybe not.
Hall displays his weird way of grappling, looks almost like he is breakdancing, and in the meantime sneaks in a spinning kick to the head. Hall gets too comfortable on the ground, and Topuria seizes the opportunity to hammer him with devastating ground and pound, putting an end to Hall's show. Another victim in El Matador's hit list. Who would dare to take up the challenge of defeating this Spanish assassin? In comes the rangy striker and polished kickboxer Jai Herbert. Even though Topuria came into this fight as the biggest favorite he has ever been, this fight proved to be his toughest test to date in the UFC. Early into the fight, Herbert proves to be able to compete in the striking with the undefeated Spanish fighter. Herbert lands a fast and ferocious head kick right on the chin of Topuria, sending the undefeated fighter to the ground. But it wasn't enough to put him away for good. Topuria, done with striking with Herbert for now, gets the fight to the ground where he can regain consciousness. Herbert gets back up from the ground and looks to continue what he started on the feet. They engage in the striking, but Herbert has the upper hand in the exchanges. Herbert knocks out Topuria's mouthpiece for a second time with an extraordinarily well-timed knee to the head. It does not look good for Topuria heading into the second round of the fight. Second round begins, and Topuria instantly looks to get ahead early in this round. Topuria tracks down Herbert, landing several strikes, resulting in Herbert dropping unconscious to the ground.
Shoot on him, can't get a hold of the legs.
Proving that he can overcome adversity, Topuria looks more dangerous than ever. The next victim on Topuria's hit list was Bryce Mitchell. Known for great grappling and creativity inside the cage, many believe that Mitchell would take this fight. Topuria was clear about this fight being the most important fight yet, and he wanted to prove that he belongs in the top of the division. Topuria once again a favorite, but this time only a slight favorite. The doubters of Ilia Topuria would once again pay for it. Bryce is in range and Topuria punishes him for it, landing a big combination. Topuria lands a heavy half kick that sweeps Mitchell's feet under him. Smooth head movement from Topuria that opens up for him to land a heavy jab on Bryce. Every strike Topuria throws there is a clear intention to take the other opponent out.
Pretty good left by Mitchell a moment ago.
Because he expects to take it. Beautiful right hand by Topuria.
Topuria backs Bryce up against the fence, landing some big overhands, forcing Bryce to maneuver away. Once again, Mitchell proves very tough and can land a combination himself, but as proven before, Topuria can overcome adversity. Topuria has had enough, landing a powerful combination sending Mitchell to the floor. Wanting to prove a point, Topuria punishes Mitchell with heavy ground and pound. Once again, Topuria proves how well-rounded he is, snatching Mitchell with an arm triangle choke that forces Mitchell to tap out.
Pace, but Topuria is really, oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's tight.
Who do you guys think can beat Topuria? Topuria looks unstoppable at the moment, so it is hard for us to say who can stop the undefeated contender.